Hey everyone, before I get started, I just want to remind you that if you like my content, hit that like button, subscribe to my channel, and then join the Militiaman and Crew Patreon community by clicking the link in the caption. Hey, good evening everybody. It's Wednesday and I am here again to give you guys some updates about the news that we're finding in Iraq. I think it's pretty exciting. Thank you so much for all your generous support. We had Angel One with us the other night. We did a YouTube and audio in Patreon, and the outpour was really good. Angel One has just wanted to say he is really appreciative and thank you so much for all your support because it was really meaningful to him. So we'll keep him in mind, but also I want to keep him in mind in this report too, because some of the things that we talk about, we have conversations. I have conversations with other people that are around the world, and now that I mentioned around the world, to all of you, there's 38 to 40 countries out there that support me, and they are here with us tonight, likely, or if not, throughout the 24-hour cycle of our time zones. But hey, everybody that's out there, I am so glad that you're with us and you appreciate our work with Patreon and Militiaman and Crew and that vibrant channel that we have with Discord. So please keep that up. I appreciate it very much. So look, al-Sudani has been in the news. The Kurdistan region has been in the news. The finance ministry has been in the news. Taif Sami, she's been in the news. Halabusi has been in the news. The presidents of Iraq have all been in the news, and they're still going to be talking throughout the next few days. I'm assuming possibly within hours. It's just the way it is. There's things that are going on. And so here's this particular article from the Parliament of Iraq. It says the budget will be approved after settling 3 articles related to Kurdistan. So why I bring it up is because I had this conversation with Angel One. He talked about this the other day, is that al-Sudani was going to be in the Kurdistan region yesterday. Here it is. They talk about this. It says the head of the Kurdistan Democratic Party bloc in Parliament revealed a new date for supporting the budget. There's an agreement, this is the quote, this is the news, there's an agreement between Baghdad and Erbil, which is the oil agreement, and another related items to Articles 12, 13, and 14 within the budget, and the work is still valid on these items. So our conversation yesterday was about that he shows up. Sudani's, as you guys all know by now, is that he's a man of the people. And interestingly enough, we heard al-Sadr come out and was a little bit aggressive with a very brief statement, which I don't get into tonight, but if you go through Patreon, you'll have that article and you'll be able to see it. But he's going after the corrupt. He's saying, hey, don't mess with me. And Sadr shows up, and Sudani shows up in the Kurdistan region to get deals done. The quote says that after these articles are resolved with the Finance Committee, the Parliament session will be determined to vote on the budget. That key point right there is fascinating because what we believe is that is the key point. Once we get that done, if Halabusi, which is the Speaker of the House, in their country, the president, one of 3, if he signs off on this, it opens the door for us to be in effectively a window. I don't have a date, time, rate, or anything like that, but the fact remains is if he signs off on that, because of the nature of the budget, it's a 3-year budget. That 3-year budget is going to be different. It's going to have specifics in it that will allow them, in our understanding of it, to have the ability to make an exchange rate change whenever they can. Likely, all of this would be happening through their procedural efforts of signing it by the president in the House of Representatives, going to the president, and then off into the Gazette, if it's voted on. if it's voted on accordingly. So that's the kind of a situation that you're going to be looking at. So that if in fact that budget can be, and if it was adjusted because of the nature of it, the 3-year budget, then you have an idea of what to expect. So fascinating, good stuff. The next thing is that the Finance Committee, as of I think it was today, they're saying that the 2023 budget, what we were talking about, will be in Parliament tomorrow. Okay, the Parliamentary Finance Committee Representative Mudar Al-Karawi confirmed on Wednesday that the committee will send the 2023 budget to the House of Representatives tomorrow. Don't interrupt. Okay, so what I take from that is the 2023 budget has reached its conclusion, and it says it has reached its conclusion after completing all the duties assigned to the Finance Committee in terms of auditing, transfers, and setting priorities according to a comprehensive vision that addresses many complex files. So effectively what they're saying is it sounds like they've already reached a conclusion. That's what it says specifically. So again, the next session that will be held, it sounds like what they're saying is that all these conditions that they have will be resolved, and that it'll be set for a session to be held for voting. What they're talking about there is they're leaving it open that tomorrow's session could be the voting, but they do go on, or it's postponed to the next Saturday. Okay, so I believe that the headline of this article is the Finance Committee will send the 2023 budget to Parliament tomorrow. So you can use those words to search for it and read it for yourself, but it does say the session may be held for voting. That leads me to believe that is as early as tomorrow. The gentleman that's talking about this points out that the 2023 budget was difficult and complex, but it was exceeded. I'm not so sure about the translation of this because it doesn't quite get everything. But when you exceed expectations, that's a good thing. Okay, if your budget exceeds something, that might not be such a good thing. But the ultimate thing is that it was difficult and complex. That leads me to believe, being that it was difficult and complex, but it was exceeded. So in other words, they tackled it. It's done. That gives me the impression that back to this portion that says 2023 budget has been reached to its conclusion. Okay, there you have it. It says the budget was difficult and complex. It was exceeded. They did it. So it's almost like they're telling you, they're giving us information. We all know that it's back and forth, but this particular situation for tomorrow is fascinating. Tomorrow's Thursday. It's the last banking day of the week. We'll see what they do. I'm just giving you the information as I know it. It's coming from the news, and I like it. I really like it. So the next thing is that when we have a national security issue, it's pretty important. National security means safety for everybody, every man, woman, and child in the United States or any other place in the world. Everybody's going to be on alert saying, "Hell, well, we got problems." But here, the National Security Agency carried out a wide campaign to adopt the dinar instead of the dollar in commercial dealings in Kirkuk, the government. Well, why is the security agency doing that? Well, if you have a brand new currency and it's coming out, obviously there's going to be some security risks. Basically, I believe that this is what they're talking about. But they're also educating people. It's their detachments they've carried out. Is it educational? It's an awareness campaign. It's about commercial work, and which is to adopt to the Iraqi dinar. It enhances the citizens' confidence in the Iraqi currency. So all of these things that we talked about today, here they are. They're telling us that they're doing a campaign to enhance the citizens' confidence in the Iraqi dinar, which is to adopt the Iraqi dinar. We're not talking about other foreign currencies. We're talking about their internal currency. So why are they doing this with the national security? Well, those are the people that will protect you. They're the ones that are trusted. You're here to protect me, and now you're telling me about our currency. So there you have another fascinating thing that happened today. So aside from that and above and beyond that, on an interesting situation, the Prime Minister, again, today comes out with some positive information. And what is he talking about? He's talking about the rehabilitation and development of the Baghdad International Airport. It's basically to be an investment opportunity for international and specialized companies to come in and rehab that airport for what? To make it look beautiful, to make it look great, and to welcome everybody in. It's an international airport. When you arrive, you expect to see something great and beautiful. Al Sudani is doing that. So if you like my channel and you like what I said, hey, please subscribe. If you feel like donating, please do. It helps create this content. It keeps us going. And by all means, jump into Patreon. We have this vibrant Discord chat room, and you'll get 24/7 information with all the folks. So I'll see you there.